the Z1 Motorsports Power Steering Cooler Upgrade Kit. And we are done. So we're taking that out in that. What's good, everybody? Welcome to today's video. You may be wondering why we're in a kitchen. Well, I'll tell you, we just spent the last 5-10 minutes taking off the front bumper of the 350Z, and it is hot out there. So to cool down, we're gonna make a little smoothie. Pineapple, blueberries, strawberries, some mango, we got some banana. Lastly, a little bit of ice. So just like we're getting a cool down, something else that's getting a cool down is our power steering. We have the Z1 Motorsports Power Steering Cooler Upgrade Kit. Everything we need to replace our OEM power steering cooler. Alright, so in order to take our OEM cooler off, we're gonna need a 10 mil for the bolts down here and some needle nose pliers to take off the hoses. Let's talk about our new cooler setup. This is the Z1 Motorsports. It is the 370Z and G35 power steering oil cooler kit. I talked to my cousin, Master Tech Marcus, and he assured me that it's basically the same thing. The mounting bracket might be a little different, but I just checked and it's the same. So the reason I got this one, it was pretty much the same thing and it was relatively cheaper, so I figured we'd try it out. It comes with the cooler itself, it comes with the mounting bracket and the hardware for the mounting bracket. It comes for the fittings for the tops, and then it comes with our hose and some zip ties. In addition to that, we have a couple things here. This is automatic transmission fluid. It is Dextron, and this is Prestone power steering fluid. Now I hear a lot of different things between these two. A lot of people say get this. A lot of people say get this. Well, if we look at the cap to our power steering fluid, at the top it says use Dextron type ATF. When reading this, it does not say anywhere ATF. ATF is automatic transmission fluid. So, because the car itself says it, this is what we're going to use. So before we mount our cooler and hook up the lines and everything, we are going to fill our cooler up with some of our ATF fluid. This will eliminate a lot of the air and bubbles inside the whole power steering system. When we go to bleed it, it'll be a lot easier. So the Z1 kit comes with hardware to hook up your cooler to your bracket, but does not come with hardware to hook the bracket up to the car. So you will need to save and use the 2 bolts that the original power steering cooler was using. So we got the cooler mounted up. Now it's time to put our fittings on top, and then we can cut the hose to go to our 2 pipes right there. Alright, so we have our fittings on top. One of them is facing a little towards us so it doesn't run into here, and our other one is gonna run through the back into this one, and we are done. The new kit did not come with hose clamps, so we had to use our original hose clamps, and although the top of the coolant mount, they're push fittings, I still put the old clamps back on it. In addition, one of the old hoses had this little rubber sleeve around it, and since these 2 hoses touch, I decided to put that on there just to keep them a little bit separate. All we have left to do is to fill our reservoir up, bleed it a little bit by turning it on and moving the steering wheel back and forth, and topping off the reservoir, making sure that there's no air and that our fluid level is proper. Alright y'all, so we just made sure that our fluids are properly topped off and there's no more air in the system. We've just installed our power steering cooler. Awesome feeling, guys, pretty easy. If you've never done it, I've never done it, so there you go. We gotta make sure the power steering's cooler's working, so we're taking that out in that. I hope you guys learned something.